We are trying to fill out a liquid prescription for Sheda. She's a 15-pound spayed female. We do 15 divided by 2.2, which I have already done prior here. 15 divided by 2.2 gives us 6.82 kilograms. We're gonna multiply, well, we're gonna set up a fraction here. Now, the prescribed Clavamox drops is a dose of 9 milligrams per kilograms. We're going to put our kilograms on the bottom because we want to get our milligrams, and the 9 on top, just as shown here. And that gave me an answer of 61.38 milligrams. We need to divide our milligram answers that we got by 62.5 milligrams per ml. So what I did was I took 61.38, divided that by 62.5 milligrams. It gave me an answer of 0.98208. So I'm going to round up. Now since it's 0.98, that's going to be really close to just 1 ml. Today's date is November 2nd. This is going to be for Sheda. So give 1 ml orally twice a day, every 12 hours, and that will be continued for 7 days. Okay, and then it's very important, once you do that, gonna initial, and then of course veterinarian, we're gonna write out Davis, Dr. Davis. This label would also include the directions or the address of the clinic. There's no room, but we'll pretend that that's there. For this example, we're going to pretend that on the bottom we have written the expiration date of the drug and then also the dosage of the drug itself. So that is what we're giving, is Clavamox. Tells us to add 14 ml of water to the bottle and to shake it vigorously. So, got our bottle here. I've got my syringe here. I chose this one mainly because I can actually get to the 14 mark without having to stop and then refill again with the others. I'm going to actually take this out. I'm gonna take our water. We're gonna pretend this is distilled water. I'm going to fill as much as I can. I'm gonna push the water up to the top. And then I wanna measure out 14 ml from there. Got our Clavamox here. I'm going to open this up. And I'm just going to put that into our bottle. Now the bottle says to shake vigorously. So we want to make sure we get all our contents in there. After we finish that, of course, we need 1 ml. So it does tell us how much 1 ml will contain. After we've mixed our powder, we have to choose the correct syringe for the client to use. This was an automatic no for me. There's no measurements on that. This, we only need 1 ml. So we want to choose a syringe that has less measurements on there. So that was a no for me. The 6 was a no for me. I went ahead and went with the 3cc syringe. So this guy. Usually at my clinic, we would have a red taped tag so that the client knows how far to much liquid to grab with the syringe. So I would put it at the 1 ml mark here. For this sake, I'll just put my syringe there and we'll pretend. Now what we also need to do is grab the tag that we made earlier. We want to slap that on to this bottle here. I would put it on here, but I like how it has more information and just kind of a review for the client to go over, even though I will explain to them how to use effects and yada yada. So I put my tag on the actual bottle here. And we will also remember to give the client the syringe. For now, pretend the tag is there at the 1 ml mark. I want to give them this case. I want to kind of keep it sanitary. And what we do, pretend this is our little brown paper bag. Excuse me. Gotta put this back in here. And this will be sent home to the client. Now we're gonna go talk to the client. All right, Mrs. Johnson, so I have your medication here to give to Sheeta. I wanna make sure if you've given Sheeta this medication before. So I can go over with you how to give it, how much to give. So the doctor wants you to give 1 ml orally twice a day. So you want to make sure you space that out between every 12 hours. So if you give it at 8 o'clock in the morning, make sure you give it again at 8 p.m. that night. And that's going to be twice a day for 7 days. So you want to make sure that you completely finish the medication, even if you start to see that she's feeling better before. It's very important to finish that medication. Now, I do have a syringe here for you. It is marked at the 1 ml so that just to make sure that you're getting the correct dosage. What you want to do, you're going to grab your needle. We're going to pretend, you know, our cap is off. You want to shove your needle into there. You want to accurately measure out 1 ml from there. Once you do, pop it in her mouth. In my opinion, it's easier to just kind of, once you get it in there, just, you know, shove it in, because we want to make sure that she does swallow all of the contents. So that's that for you. This is here for you. This is going to be in its original container. Now, we want to make sure that you are taking special care of this. So this should be refrigerated at all times. So once you get home, pop it in the fridge. It does explain on here, but I want to read out loud just in case you miss any information. So you're going to be using this for about a week. So you don't have to worry about throwing it out, because it does say on the bottle after 10 days to throw it out. No worries, you'll be done with it by then. Keep it refrigerated. Now, if you start to see that she's having problems after taking the medication, such as, you know, maybe diarrhea, vomiting, she's just not feeling good, give us a call, let us know, and we'll work with you from there. Otherwise, she needs to just take it as needed. That's pretty much it. You've got enough here to finish for the week, like I mentioned. I'm gonna put everything in here for you. Do you have any questions for me? Otherwise, if not, you are good to go on your way. Have a nice day.